I just leave it in the front door. The first time to do this, put it in the next
Rob Jones, OG, and Rob Jones here.
Someone put the contract for the and if they did, that's especially when and playing a much better league because you're going to play in a person and who knows what that's going to happen. So that's why there's a good possibility. And for McCoy's to encourage them.
Thank you. Last one and all. And as always, guys, no flash when we start with the question. Okay.
Oh. Right.
Gordon, seems pretty much the same team again. Is you now finding the players you can trust and getting the boys back out again?
Well, there's loads of players out there I can trust. Loads of players who are not in the squad that I can trust. In the next couple of games I might change it about and bring other faces in. It's nice to see how people can interact with the group and deal with the training that we do and deal with what we're going to ask them to do. So, you know, that's a good squad. There's obviously players that we'd like to have here, but there's different reasons they're not here. I've said that a couple of times in recent months, and we've still produced some performances that the players would be proud of.
Not a case of wholesale changes though going into the Croatia game.
Well, there can't be wholesale changes because we can't. It's not like if you're at Chelsea where you can change the whole team round, and your second team costs 142 million. We can't do that. We will just keep experimenting and hopefully give players opportunities to establish themselves in the squad.
Given it's just the one game, will you have longer to work with the players? Will that be beneficial?
No, we will be meeting on the Wednesday, but train on the Thursday, so it gives us a few days to do a bit, and we will use that time again. We will use mornings and afternoons to get a shape and get to understand each other and play with each other a bit more.
How much is the seeding for the next qualifiers in the back of your mind?
I wouldn't have thought about it until you mentioned it.
About now?
Now I'm starting to think, yeah. No, really, no. You forget the season, forget the pots, just improve the team.
Must be important though, as a manager, to have that consistency. We're looking at the squad for not too long ago. We were looking at Scotland squads coming out and wondering who was who, but to have the consistency of being able to name the same
Well,
guys.
the players would do that. The players decide really what the squad's going to be, and probably 2 or 3 there'll be decisions by me, but most of them can make my mind up for me with the way they play, where they react to each other when they're here, and the way they go about their training.
Any who almost made the grade?
Well, there've been 1 or 2 I thought I might get in, but just maybe not for this one.
A couple of big injury blows for you, Maloney and Fletcher, 2 guys you would have liked to keep playing, or having Fletcher back in.
Oh, it's been fantastic. It's been great. I think the players would like to see the players along, and Forrest missing as well. But we'll keep an eye on him, see how that situation goes. Darren was getting better. Darren Fletcher was great. So there's 1 or 2 missing that would like to be in the squad, but they're not here.
I take it you were looking forward to seeing Stephen Fletcher back in action, and then this happens.
Yeah, I spoke to Stephen the other day there, and he's disappointed as well. But John Rhodes is scoring goals, which is great. Which is always scoring goals, to be honest with you. Maisie did terrific away for us in the last game. So we're okay. We're fine.
How important is it for you to try and gather a bit of momentum? I know it's the last qualifier, but just to keep it going after the win against Macedonia.
It's just important to keep trying to win, perform. Winning the performance is fine. Win's the most important. If you get winning in performance, that's great. So it's just a feel good factor that you need in the squad, and it makes everybody feel better if you're winning games and playing well.
Chianya's obviously back in the squad again. Are you even surprised at how...
To be fair, even I'm not stupid enough to leave him out.
No, of course, but I mean, are you surprised at how quick an impact he's made? He's almost become a fan's favourite already, hasn't he?
Well, he's done well in his first game. That's great, and he's a smashing fella. He's excited about playing for Scotland, so I was pleased for him. He gives us that burst of pace that all good teams all need.
Gordon, you mentioned Jordan Rhodes. How tough will it be for him to become a Scotland starter?
It's not tough. He's got a better chance than most people because he's in the squad, and he's scoring goals. But Jordan's a young man who's going to get better as he gets older. He's got to understand what he can and can't do, what he needs to improve to be a top player. But he's got the intelligence to do that, and he's been well schooled with his father, his family. So he's a very good chance of playing next time we play.
I know you mentioned before maybe the style he plays, it can be difficult in international football.
No, maybe no. Depends what team you're playing for in international football.
Well,
if you're a team that's getting 20, 30 crosses a game, then it's not difficult. But at this moment in time, we're not getting that. We're going to try and get to there. And I can assure you, if we get to 20 or 30 crosses a game, then any striker would be happy.
Does he understand that, Gordon, as well, that it might be difficult for you to play him all the time?
As I said, he might be playing the next game.
Going back to Anya, do you think that he could become one of these players you've spoken about before? One of these players who Scotland need heroes and you need people to come to get the...
Oh, I think we should just relax a bit. He's had one terrific game, and but it was exciting to watch. But it was good for the team to have somebody with that pace, but pace and intelligence as well. There's a difference just having pace, but his intelligence as well.
God, you mentioned James Forrest. Are you hoping to get him in? Is that just the rest?
Oh yeah, well I've been speaking to the people at Celtic, and you know what, this is the best because he's only on for 20 minutes, and that's as much as they could push out on. You know, so it'd be unfair for us to push him as well. But if I get a phone call from James Lenny or anybody at Celtic saying he's feeling good about himself, and that's the way his injury is working just now. It's it's very temperamental, the injury that he's got just now, and we'll let them get on with it. And if you want to know any more about the injury per se, then you ask them. But it would be nice if they picked up the phone. But if they don't, we understand it totally. We've not got a problem with that at all, because it's best we look after the young man's future, because he can be a real star for Scotland and Celtic.
Talking all Celtic, what did you make of last night?
The game, I thought they were unfortunate again to put that much work in. They could probably say that the last two games, 2 draws would probably be right.
Was it a red card for him?
Oh, I'm not going to get involved in this. I've done that. I looked after that last night.
I would value your opinion, though. So
Well, you should have watched the telly last night then. You would have got it.
I did, but we never had a camera in the studio, so...
Well, it's all news now, isn't it?
So will you be telling Scott not to petrol
No.
the kick out then?
I will. No, I'm not going to speak to him. No, I will look forward to meeting him again, because he always makes the world a cheerier, brighter place when I meet him. And I know fine well when I've got to pick him, then I've got a great captain, a great player, whose career has come on leaps and bounds in the last 2 or 3 years. So, nope, I'll not be speaking to him.
I think a lot of people were surprised by it because they thought they had kind of left that behind. That's petulance.
I've had my bit on that.
Thank you.
If you
Welcome
watch-
that, Gordon.
I've had my bit on that. You speak to Celtic about that.
How much has Charlie Mulgrew matured as a player?
I think that Charlie Mulgrew has done the right thing. He went and left Celtic, grew up, got the realities of football, realities of life, come back a man, and I think playing with Celtic and playing in the Champions League has improved them no end. I think when I watch players at Celtic now and they play Champions League, even like Foster and people like that playing there, Brownie playing there, you know, Matthews, Ledley, it makes them all better players. So being that Champions League can help me in a lot of ways financially, but also improves your players. No doubt about that whatsoever. I see them growing. You know, when they come to the international, I think it's not a problem to them. That's norm for them now.
Do you think that's Mulgrew's best position in the centre midfield?
I've no idea. He's done well for us there.
What do you expect from Croatia, Gordon?
Depends how the result goes in Belgium. You know, then you'll have no more about it. What I do know is they're a terrific bunch of players, a good squad, and they should be proud of their campaign so far.
This will be the last qualifier at Hampden for a while. Is it important to leave on a win as well, or?
You asking an international manager? It's just important to win. Anyone else does. That's all there is.
Will you look forward to travelling around the country, different grounds, when Scotland have to go away from Hampden? Yes,
I will. Yeah. I think if you look back at the Swans we got in Aberdeen, beginning of the year, I thought it was terrific atmosphere as well. So it's good that we can take the players around and take these games to other stadia. I think it'll be good.
Gordon, is Stephen Whittaker injured or is he?
Stephen's suspended.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody. Thank you. Ta.